Greetings everyone, what is up with me again, Dan Prime 1 with another video review for all. In this video review, we're taking a look at Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class Airazor. Now, taking a look at Airazor, I must say this about her. They definitely did a really good job with her, really good job. Now, from my understanding, this version of Airazor, like in the new Studio Series line for Rise of the Beast, she's supposed to be like a upscaled remold of her Kingdom version. Sorry, I have a slight headache right now. I took an aspirin earlier, so my apologies if I take a quick pause or something. So yeah, and I'm also trying to get my thought process in on these guys right here. I love it whenever headaches kick on in sometimes. But yeah, take a look at this version of Airazor. They definitely I can definitely see that they upscaled the previous version from the Kingdom line, so that way we could get a nice looking run right here. I must say this is very movie accurate. I managed to find this in a Target in South Carolina. And I must say, I'm very surprised I actually managed to find this version of Airazor right here. And I'm surprised that they didn't have it to where this thing comes down a little further back. Because I do love the fact that the wings come up here, but I'm surprised they didn't have it to where this comes a bit further back. Because that would have made this a bit more realistic to a bird, but I'll admit, nothing's perfect, but they definitely did a really great job with the overall mold and details on this figure right here, especially with all the feathers right there. Very nicely done with the feathers, and I like the sound. I like the sound of that right there. I like the sound of that, and very soft, much more softer. You can see the detail on the feathers right there. They definitely did a lot of detailing on the feathers, especially right here on the back right there. Very nicely done with the detailing, especially with the smaller feathers. Too bad they didn't make it to where Airazor has her little feather weapons. Speaking of weapons, well, not feather weapons, but you all know what I mean from what she did in the movie. Speaking of weapons, she does have these two little arm weapons right here. Very nice and very nicely done. They definitely did remold her previous weapons from her Kingdom version. definitely her feet as well. But yeah, I do like the overall look and quality of Airazor, especially with the little green eyes that she has right here. Very screen accurate to the movie, very screen accurate. And her beak right here can open and close, but my version has a bit of a loose beak. I don't know how that even happened. I was transferring Airazor at my grandma's house while my daughter was playing around with my mom and her great grandma and her great grandmother. So yeah, very nice, very nice. And I love the fact these wings can fold on end because you just put Airazor down right here, and you can just pretty much fold in the wing. Well, only fold in these wings right here. Probably fold these wings on up to make it look as realistic as like a bird is. As realistic as possible, very as realistic. Go ahead and just maybe adjust her legs right here. Oh yeah, that's right there, tabbed into right here on the sides. So you have to move these on out the way right there. Rotate her falcon head or falcon head. I think it's a falcon. I don't know what kind of bird she is, but yeah, kind of looks weird. Her standing like this right here. Kind of does looks pretty weird. I'll admit, it looks pretty weird, especially since this is a pretty big gap right there. But yeah, they definitely did a pretty good job with her. I am just very much impressed, and they actually managed to make it to where this is a bit more accurate to the movie because of the wingspan. From the wingspan in the movie, very impressive. They definitely did a really good job, and this right here is supposed to remain right there and tabbed into place. So yeah, a few little issues with Airazor, but they definitely did a really good job with her, especially for right here, down here on the leg. Very nice little movement right there, and her foot is on a ball joint right there. Very nicely done, and you can definitely see her head right in there. So yeah, all in all, definitely good. I will tell you all this has a really good job. You guys definitely did a really good job with Airazor, but just don't make too many of her. Otherwise, there's gonna be so many of her on the shelf right now. Especially since it's hard for me to even try and find the first if I can try and find it the Buzzworthy Bumblebee version for the Rise of the Beast line, Optimus Prime. Hard to even say that stuff right there, like in all in one sense. I'm just trying to find the Bumblebee. But Bumblebee. I'm just not. I'm just gonna say it like the Rise of the Beast version Studio Series Optimus Prime. That's what I'm trying to look for right there. For the Buzzworthy Bumblebee, I can't talk. That thing is like it's like a tongue twister for me sometimes. But yeah, very nicely done. I saw also very nice little feather detailing right there. Very nicely done, Hasbro. Very nicely done. So yeah, really great job with this figure overall. Really great job with this figure. Now, for a couple of quick comparisons, here we have her with, hang on, Optimus Prime. This one is, I will say, it's probably easier to come by than the current one is. I'm just being straightforward. This is probably about much easier to come, like just to grab one up. I managed to grab that guy up as soon as I saw him in Walmart. So yeah. Oh, you guys saw that video. And also, if he is right next to Rhinox from Rise of the Beast. This one, like, there's a key difference in them right now because, like, these two guys came in a Rise of the Beast packaging, and I think she did too, or she came in a Studio Series packaging. So yeah, these are not as movie accurate like these guys are right here, if I'm remembering correctly. I should be remembering that correctly. So yeah, they definitely did a really good job with her. They definitely did a really good job with her. So yeah. Now for transformation wise, it's fairly simple. Just fairly simple. Oh, kind of ish. Go ahead and extend our legs on now, and don't forget untab them from in here, because like once you have them right there, it's kind of hard to pull them on down. So bring it on out, swing on down. There we go. Sure. And right here with her feet, her feet are like on extension legs right there. So you have to rotate those into place. Take her legs, rotate them around, rotate this around. There you go. For up here, it's fairly simplistic sometimes. Just go ahead and swing out the arms. Close up her beak right there. Now what you want to do is open right here in the back. And just try to adjust this as, like, this is a bit confusing element because, like, this is on a bit of a hinge right there. That's on a bit of a hinge. So you want to make sure the adjustments are correct as much as possible. So let's see here. Rotate this, rotate her falcon head. I think it's falcon head. I can't remember what bird she is. Like that right there. And just go ahead, rotate this on down right here if possible. Here we go. Yeah, that's a little bit, I'll admit, that's a little bit complicated to work with sometimes. And you get to also really work on this stuff right here. I have complications with this thing. Oh man, I have complications. I do wish that they would have made the transformation a little bit more simplistic, just a little bit more simplistic. You're supposed to get this thing on down and like adjust this right here on up or down. Let's see, there we go. That should possibly. Now, she has a couple little tabs right there. They'll go into slots into her back right there. What you want to try and do is align this correctly, which is a bit hard to do sometimes. Just sometimes. There we go. Come on. Kind of got it. So yeah, and just try to adjust. There we go. That's one of the. Yeah, oh man, like the hinge right here is a little confusing for me. Just a little confusing once I get a little bit more used to it. Then I might be able to transform this thing a bit more smoother. There we go. So yeah, tap that into the back right there. Tap that in the back right there. And what you want to do with Airazor is rotate her fists. Go. Now, I do wish that this would like separate a little bit off of her, but they have it to where they are pretty much molded in right there. So far, so good. And you want to make sure this is down. There we go. Nice and secure. Nice and secure. There we are. There we go. Now, what we want to do is fold the wings onto the back right. There we go. Now, with these things right here, you want to make sure you can just fold these onto the back. Here's this little tab will go in right there. If you can do so. Now you guys can adjust it to where these things can be tabbed into the back right here. There we go. There we go. Finally, it went on its double hinge. Like if you transform once, it's like you forget of how to transform multiple times. That, or you just have a little one that distracts you constantly to where you can't memorize it. Yeah, like it sometimes is a bit hard to just tab this in right here. But yeah, you're supposed to tab this in back here to where it's nice and secure. Hang on for a second. Yeah, that's good right there. I think that's as best as I can get it right there because I can't get it any further back. Unless I just somehow adjust this downwards, but I think they should have remolded this a little bit more to where, there it goes. There it goes. Finally got it. Finally got it. Now, if you're wondering about this little bit right here with the tail and that part right there, I'm beginning to, I think this tail is supposed to be down here, but it doesn't look like it'll fit in there at all. Unless, of course, if it does fit. Yep, it does. It do. So that makes it a lot more easier. And there we go. There we are. Got it right in the back. Got her right in the back right there. And it looks like she has a bit of a cape right there, but you can pretty much adjust these wings if you wish to do so for her robot mode. So yeah. And here's Airazor in her robot mode. And you must admit this, like with Airazor right here, they definitely did a really good job with her overall robot mode and such. Really fantastic work, especially like having it to where she has her feathers still on her, on her legs right here, and also pretty much on her arms and on her shoulders. Very nicely done. And since we never got to see her in her robot mode before, I must say that this must be like maybe concept art they were working with back, like whenever they were working on her for robot mode, until they were probably like, let's not put her in a robot mode because, spoiler alert, she gets killed off. So yeah, they definitely did a really good job with her overall. Really nice job. I do like this right here. The overall quality is really great. Really nice painting, especially with changing up the painting right here on her feathers. For articulation, her shoulders are on ball joints, but you can't really go back at all. You can only go like that, twist around, swivel right there, bend at the elbow. No wrist articulation. We can only bend the wrist on up and down because of transformation and moving the head around as much as possible. And very limited due to, it's just very limited movement. For y'all can tell right down there. Also, she can do the splits. And bend the knee right there. And also thigh swivel right there. Kind of a tight thigh swivel. For her feet, I almost forgot. Her feet have to rotate around. Yeah, her face had to rotate around in order for her to be in her full-fledged robot mode. It does look like her feet will be facing forward, but these are supposed to be her toes right up here. Well, these are supposed to be her heels. Very ironic, isn't it? It pretty much happens with like so many of the beasts that they have made. Also, these will face downward. These will face downward for her weapons. So yeah, there we go. But yeah, overall, really nicely done, Hasbro. You guys are doing, I must say, you guys are doing a really great job with some of your figures, and sometimes you don't really do that good of a job. But yeah, I do like this right here of Airazor. You guys definitely did a fantastic job with Airazor right there. So yeah, there we go so far. There we are. Now for some quick comparisons. Again, here she is with Optimus Prime. I almost said Optimus Primal. I don't have Optimus Prime in my collection yet from Rise of the Beasts. And here she is right next to Rhinox from Rise of the Beasts. Sorry about that. But yeah. Overall, I would try and go ahead and grab her on up as far you guys can before eBay scalpers grab her on up and decide to openly say, "Hey, we're going to increase the price on this thing for nothing." Oh boy, I've been having a lot of trouble with trying to get some figures, well, certain figures from the Rise of the Beast line, along with Legacy and such. But yeah, if you guys want to try and find her, she is located on possibly Big Bad Toy Store, along with TF Source. Probably eBay, hopefully if possible, HasbroPulse.com. So yeah, there's like a few websites you can find her on, just a few websites. But yeah, also I will say this, like, even though we got this head sculpt right here for her, that is pretty nicely done right there. I don't know what her full-fledged G1 look is. I'll have to look that up online for my next Airazor video review as soon as I'm ready to make that. So if you all like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also check me out on social media such as Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Discord, and so on. And until next time, everyone, I'm Tip Ramon. I'm signing off right now. So peace out.